Hey everybody, welcome to Horror Quickies, episode 14. I'm your host, JW. And for today, a killer clown movie. How many of you guys like killer clown movies? In the comments below, if you're willing, please tell me what your favorite killer clown movies are, besides Stephen King's It. Anyways, today I am reviewing Cleaver's Killer Clowns. Now, the interesting thing about this film is I didn't realize it was actually a sequel. Yep, this is a sequel. And it's one of those sequels that actually follows after the first one, and a character from there is actually the lead in this. And to be honest with you, I'll give the filmmakers credit. This film was directed by M.J. Dixon. He wrote and directed it. I'm going to give him credit for making the film accessible, which sometimes when you come in on a franchise and it's not the first one that you're watching, you get a little lost, unless like Friday the 13th, where they were almost like the first four films, they do like clips of the other films to let you know what's going on, just in case you didn't. He didn't do that with this film, but he did a very good job, in my opinion, of somebody not knowing this is a sequel, not feeling lost in the film. It's good. You know, you got your killer clown, his psychotic daughter, who may be far more dangerous than he is. You got some decent kills, some pretty good kills in there. I mean, nothing extravagant, but it's a pretty decent watch. I liked it. I think this movie was good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you and say it adds like a brilliant dimension to the film. I'm not gonna tell you there aren't a few scenes where some of the acting was really weak, because there are. In fact, basically this film, have not seen the first one, so I can only tell you what I've seen in this one. This film basically opens what probably may have been the closing scene of the first film, where a sheriff and his female deputy are basically, Deputy Jody Ann Howells is tracking a killer called Cleaver. And he had kidnapped his daughter. He had killed his wife and kidnapped his daughter, and in the opening scene they pretty much tried to get the girl back, but it becomes obvious the girl's actually on daddy's side, and the sheriff is apparently killed, and Cleaver drives off, leaving the deputy by herself. Now, sometime later, maybe years, pretty much sometime later, the deputy Howells becomes sheriff, and she becomes obsessed with finding the Cleaver. She basically knows he targets, young people, families and stuff, so she's around schools and other towns looking for him, trying to, catch him. Anyway, she's parked outside of school in the next scene, and the sheriff of the town she's in kind of got some beef with her, wants her to leave, he doesn't want no trouble, and of course, she's trying to warn him and he doesn't listen. Meanwhile, a family traveling in a van, we have the father, the stepmother, younger stepmother, the daughter, and her brother and his girlfriend. And they're traveling in Arkansas. But anyways, not to ruin anything, I don't like to give spoilers. Essentially, the deputy comes across a young girl who also has been tracking Cleaver, and she may be able to help the sheriff. And essentially, they realize that Cleaver has basically tricked and captured this family, and he's playing his insane, murderous games. Can Sheriff Howell save them? It's a pretty good movie. Gonna be honest with you, it's not spectacular, but it's good. It's funny. I paid $9.96 for this film. This film did it for me, so $9.96, yeah, it was worth my money. I mean, it's an enjoyable film, and there's nothing wrong with that, because that's why I watch horror movies, to enjoy them. Anyways, that's it for this edition. Signing off. And before I go, one quick question. I've asked this before, and I'll ask it again. Am I the only one that keeps these paper covers? Seriously, please. Answer below if you do or don't. I'm very curious. Anyway, see you guys next time.